The profits. I just realized that today. I'm giving you free talent.
Y'all.
You realize that?
I bought your meal.
Oh, that's true. I guess you cover every appearance.
So, look, everyone.
Look, don't look how fat I've gotten.
I asked everybody what they wanted for my 6,000 subscriber celebration, and better turn that notification. One of those notifications.
I got
off.
Snapchat. That's what the kids are using nowadays.
What happened a minute
Snapchat.
ago? Okay.
Somebody just has a very strong drink. I'm gonna turn. Vibrate.
Here is yours.
Were you really all asking for me?
They were. They wanted me to do the 24 hours, like this. Let the fast food workers decide what I eat for 24 hours. Not the person ahead of me. A, I'm too much of a control freak. B, I don't eat meat. Show them.
I'm a bad guy.
We got Japanese. We got Moto. Now look at this. Doesn't that look delicious?
That looks better than mine. Mine's just shrimp and mushrooms.
And mine is mixed.
I'm afraid to.
Mixed grilled veggies with rice and carrots.
We're gonna have rice.
Oh, I need some napkins. Will you get them out of the dash, please?
Those carrots.
And here's what you can do. Look.
Yep.
Tear off the the lid.
All right.
And then that way you can hold it like this. That way we can show them. Should I do it?
You do it. You take it.
Just hold it.
I'm not spilling anything. Can you imagine how much trouble I would get in?
So why don't you tell everybody where you've been, what you've been up to?
When's the last time you saw me?
Probably when we were in Pigeon Forge and did the ice cream mukbang.
Oh yeah.
And talking about the soap operas. So for those of you that don't know, this is Tony. Say hello.
Hello.
He lives in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, in Dollyland. Oh, here's your shrimp sauce.
I do. That's what I said.
And it's an hour and a half from here.
So,
and here's your fork.
What have I been up to? I haven't been doing very much. Working. Tyler's very busy. It's summertime at Dollywood. Open up my shrimp sauce. Oh.
I said, do you want Japanese?
Where'd it go?
On the floor.
Did it make a...
No, it didn't.
Did it turn the other way?
His shoes are off down there, by the way. Can't wait to eat. Let me open this. So in mine, this is just like veggies on the grill. It's zucchini, onions, mushrooms, red pepper, cauliflower, broccoli over fried rice.
In my defense, though,
with carrots.
Like, eating for these videos is like you're on this 24/7 road trip.
I know, it is hard.
Which I am not. I'm just going to do the same thing. Just pour it all on.
The lighting at my house is just not the greatest. And so
he won't let us film at the house anymore.
In the summertime, it's better just to do it
in the summertime when the weather is hot. Here.
What? Here, hand me that. Perfect.
Okay, so what have I been doing? I don't want to.
I'm sorry y'all can't see this. Oh, we need to do a thumbnail, so just hold it.
That's good.
My beard
God, I'm getting
a
workout.
Well, this is heavy.
It is. They pound it on.
They do not skimp.
What is this place called?
Moto. M-O-T-O. It's like the stereotypical American Japanese. I mean, everybody has them. Where it's like you get chicken or steak or shrimp over fried rice. But the mixed veggies are delicious.
So,
and I have a Diet Coke. Here's the water.
I have a water. It is summertime at Dollywood. Come on out for the Great American Summer. Those of you who haven't met me, though, yeah, that's who I am.
A lot of people are new from the Bath & Body Works hauls. I got a big bump from the Bath & Body Works.
Oh.
So they're probably like, what is this? So this is a mukbang, also known as an eating show, social. It's just basically
that's semi-annual sale. I hit it up, too.
I can't believe he went on his own. Now, I got him some presents, as you saw, from Bath & Body, but I can't believe he went on his own accord.
I went by myself. I had to get hand sanitizer and soap. And that stuff is so affordable like that. Otherwise, it's not. I mean, Bath & Body Works is expensive.
Well.
It's very expensive. And I'm not a shopper, to be honest with you.
It's like anywhere else. You don't pay full price.
I buy food.
Or I buy food.
I buy food or I buy entertainment. Like books or movies or I'm not a shopper. I don't care about clothes. I don't care about clothes. I hate clothes shopping because like I literally, if I walk into a clothing store, I'm instantly transported back to like being 9 years old with my grandmother, and she would buy me like the 6 pairs of jeans I needed for the school year, and I would have this panic, right? Because it would take hours. Because, oh no, you had to go find me men's pants that could be hemmed. And there was a store called Bob's, and they would hem each pair of pants for $1. This was the 90s. Can you imagine that now? And they had to hem these adult pants to fit my little round body because I was, 4'3" and 150 pounds. And then the biggest treat afterwards was going to Burger King.
Oh.
So to this day, I've hated I hate clothes shopping. I'm bored. I just hate it.
Oh, I love it.
Even when I was skinny.
I love shopping.
Which I've floated off and on with my whole life as it happens. I would just pick the most basic things and buy them.
I love shopping for clothes. Well, I love shopping for workout clothes and fun
But you
clothes.
don't wear clothes.
Well, I wear, workout clothes.
That's about it.
And my mama gowns at night.
Oh my God, I had the best one last night. It was a 5X. It looked more like a 2X on me.
Lucky brand.
I was devastated.
I got that at the Burke's outlet.
No.
So soft, right? I just love a big, huge shirt.
I stayed in it half the day today.
Comment
I think
below.
it's a very young woman. It's a woman thing, though.
Comment below what you wear to go to bed at night. But I'll tell you, like I've told you before, it goes back to my childhood.
Of your mother walking around in a shirt.
Grant and I used to wear
one long shirt,
oversized shirts to bed, like dad's shirts to bed, and so did mom.
I don't know what I wore to bed. I remember my mother always walking around in like this big. It was Garfield. You know the things you remember from when you were a kid. Also, I'd be very curious as to what your new followers think of me. Because they've never experienced this onslaught.
All these Bath and Body Works are new. They're going to have to take a break.
Endless talking and endless...
Smoke break starts now. Right. So take your first
My mother
Marlboro
was
break.
wearing...
Take a minute.
God, that's good, huh?
These sweet carrots are nothing but sugar.
All right. Let's go. Let's get it back. Okay, so my mother would wear... this big, it was Garfield on a floaty in the water, like this, and sunglasses on. But it was all stained from like her hair dye.
I was about to say, and what was the catchphrase? Like, I don't do mornings.
It was probably like, chilling out.
Don't stress me out.
Like, it's just a very mom of the 90s shirt,
right?
That's or Kathy,
drink.
Remember that woman that?
Yes.
God.
Like the coffee cup.
Yes.
And her hair's all frazzled.
Yeah, the one that's always. She was
so
like
what? I missed my alarm.
And then by the end, she was always like, ah!
Kathy. Didn't Kathy have a show, like an animated show, or at least a special?
I don't know, maybe. I think she was the same person who created Garfield, so maybe we just think they looked a lot alike.
Oh, that probably was the same animation style. They had the same eyes. They should have done a Kathy Garfield crossover episode.
I'm sure.
Look at that woman at Sonic. That's me.
I'm a bad guy. So yeah, guys, I pop in every now and then. I'll say we used to do a lot more together, like every weekend.
And in Pigeon Forge. Oh, somebody was telling me Mackenzie was telling me there was a really good Japanese place in Pigeon Forge.
Where?
It's called... can't remember.
I love food like this. That just typical stir fry. I had said to him, he was like, what do you want? I said, something slathered in shrimp sauce.
I think I said Japanese.
Yeah, so I said, yes, that'd be great. So I pop in every now and then. I'm the guy that's in the beginning of the videos. Do you still have that? No? Well, I'm the one who like slurps the piece of lettuce down my throat in the...
I don't even remember that intro. It's there somewhere. It's back in the early videos. I'm so sorry, y'all. That's carbonation. I can't stand. If you watch or make mukbangs, you know what I cannot stand?
We're in a parking lot.
And I'm sorry if you all make videos like this. I just can't watch them. Also, I don't really watch many mukbangs anymore. I feel really guilty. I've told you this. I have very much guilt about not. But this is no lie. And he can't really attest to this. Well, we barely talk. With real estate and the YMCA right now, my full-time job plus another full-time job. I'm just saying, like, I'm not watching any videos because I'm either at work, I'm at work, or I'm sleeping. And like I watch my little wind down videos at night.
Tyler needs his time by himself, and he needs his destimulation time.
I do, and so
it's called destimming.
I don't have my normal YouTube watching time because any weeknight is now showing houses, and Excuse me, doing paperwork. Anyway,
but
what I was
if
saying
you need
about
a house in this area,
let me know. I was saying about the
this guy
burping.
knows his stuff.
Most mukbang people will just
let it out.
Burp so loud on purpose. Don't say excuse me. They just do it, and it makes me so sick.
Well,
and they
you
also
want to get
chew
the
with
full
their mouth
experience.
open. No.
Oh, I chew with. Do I chew with my mouth open? Hold on, let's see.
No. I mean,
just talking while you're chewing count.
I mean, no. I'm just talking. I mean, they're a little.
I'm a shoveler.
There's ASMR versus mukbangs. Mukbangs is having a conversation, and you're sitting and you're just talking. ASMR is like trying to get people to have those tingles. I don't care for it. It has to be a very... Sassy Snacks is one of the only ASMR channels that I can watch. And she died, y'all. She died. She had pancreatic cancer.
Terrible.
I love her. But I can't, you know, there's very few ASMR channels that I can watch.
What is shrimp sauce again?
Mayonnaise and sugar.
Wait, what do you mean? Just mayonnaise and...
Mayonnaise and sugar and...
What's it orange?
I don't know what thins it. I think paprika. So
ASMR.
That's my spiel. But I do feel guilty. That all stemmed from the fact that this channel used to be mostly mukbang. But from someone who has always and will always struggle with weight, mukbangs are also not good for me because they just make me crave things. Until I crave it so bad, I literally have to go out and
leave.
get it. Yes. So that's another reason why I had to do it. Like Southern
that's the whole point,
Snackers.
is that-
Did I just tell you the other day? What did I say about the Southern Snackers? I said what?
How much you love them.
Yes, and how I feel.
I love you guys too. He does feel bad because he doesn't like watch anything anymore.
I feel bad. But and they
I
still
love them
watch,
too.
and
They're
I know
the
they
best.
don't care. But
I talk to them all the time. Thank you very much.
On IG?
Emily, I bought the book. I bought the book on The View. I'm ready to read it come July. I've got to finish a few more things. I have a stack this high I need to get rid of. Of books, because I'm trying to get rid of all the ones, you know, they just stockpile. But I am ready for this expose on The View. Because let me tell you, this is why I watch The Talk.
How many more exposés could there be?
I don't know, but I'm ready for some juicy stuff. Emily said she read it in a day. So I'm ready, because those
It's already
women,
out.
Oh yeah, those women cannot get along to save their life. I am Meghan McCain's daughter.
Who is the new
John
feud?
McCain.
Meghan
Damn, I
McCain?
screwed up my bit.
Meghan McCain and
Joy Behar.
oh,
They,
weren't they getting along for a while?
from what they say, they like each other off air. All they do is fight. I will reenact it. They were talking about something political. And Megan cut Joy off. And she said, hello, I don't need something like, I don't need to listen to this or something. And Meghan McCain literally said, in typical, like, I am one myself, millennial fashion, she went, well, actually, it's your job to listen to me. So it literally flipped her hair. And Joy Behar's like this.
Well, isn't it?
Well, I mean, don't be so, I just don't understand.
Here's my
What
thing.
happened to the Roxy and Velmas where you could just pretend?
Here's my thing in 2019. Are you ready for
Just
this?
pretend you like each other.
Are you ready for this?
The world's hard enough as it is, yeah.
People, this is me solving the world's problems, but this is also how I try to live my life. I
don't want to talk about politics.
No, it's not. There's a podcast, there's a very interesting podcast that you need to listen to, and it's called Conversations with People Who Hate Me. And it's taking people with complete opposite, different viewpoints and hashing it out, but also just having a generic conversation and learning that you can still have relationships with these people and talk about it in a way without fighting and being ridiculous.
Well, listen, that's the whole problem right now.
And
there's no discourse.
There's
no discourse.
I'm
left.
like, you feel completely different than me? Fine, we don't even have to talk about it.
We don't have to talk about it.
I can still be your friend.
But
people are ridiculous.
It's just the way we are right now.
Like,
10 years ago, I don't think it was like that. Or maybe I was young and naive. Younger. I mean, I don't know. I didn't realize.
I feel like this food is regenerating itself.
Excuse me. It just wasn't the same. Now you can't talk about anything. If you differ in any way, ideologically or anything, it's just, it's bad. It's
and
really
not
bad.
only.
People
not
are.
Only that,
I'm naive.
Also,
I still believe people are humans.
It's also people's job. It's also their
It's your job
soul,
to listen to me.
Their sole purpose on this earth to destroy them on social media. I hate that anyway. I don't want to dwell on that. What's your favorite pizza topping?
Pepperoni and onion.
I haven't had really good pizza in a while.
Because if I'm going to be eating all this pizza, you know I want to get a good smelling breath afterwards.
Tony's been here since the very beginnings of the Tyler Ramey channel.
I still remember the first time you told me you were going to do it.
I wonder why I did, just because I was watching those videos, probably.
I remember the conversation.
Now he's eating with... Now he is kind of chewing with his mouth. Oh, right on B. Arthur. B. Smith from Wentworth. Does anybody know that? Does anybody watch Wentworth?
I remember you said, I think I'm going to do one. I said, really? And sure enough, you went out and got all the stuff. But you really have stuff.
You gave it 1 year. Not even. I think you gave it 6 months.
Almost 3.
Now, I have, I've ebbed and flowed. Mm-hmm. And it started out as just mukbangs.
So you're at 6,000 right now, though?
No, more like 6,200.
That's impressive.
The Bath & Body Works gave me a nice bump. So again, Bath & Body Works people, please don't leave. The semi-annual sale's still going.
Yes, and I'll pop back in every now and then if you want me to. I'm like the guest star now.
Dude.
I used to be on a little more frequently. But,
he's the character that comes in and everybody's like,
it's a Tony episode. Or am I? I like the comment. See, the thing is, y'all can be so mean sometimes.
People are jerks.
Because I go and look at the comments on the ones I'm in. I'll go look, and some of you say the worst things about me.
People are terrible. I try to delete those. I try to just delete those and hide the person so the person doesn't know they've been hidden. If you say something mean, you get hidden.
I know I'm a pain in the butt.
Do they say that? They say that about me,
like
too,
I'm obnoxious.
Sure. Well, they probably say that about me.
Which,
They're probably like, you're so mean to him.
Where's the lie?
I'm very nice.
And the beat goes on. I think we're Sonny and Cher.
Oh, also, I need them to tell me.
Oh, chime in about your trip.
Yeah, the must-dos in New York. How did you know that's where I was going? That's how in sync our brainwaves are.
Because I knew you were thinking about Cher.
The Cher show.
And I've been telling him he needs to go see the Cher show, folks.
Our brains fire at the same pistons.
By the way, for one, I think this jukebox musical fad of the last decade or so is a little much. But...
What does that mean?
Jukebox musicals are so here's Cher. We're going to build a musical of either her life or a whole new story, like Mamma Mia, of just those songs that people recognize.
Like The
Bodyguard.
Because
somebody from Nebraska who's never gone to a musical theater before will say, and that's not an insult to Nebraskans, if any of you are watching, you know what I'm saying.
You're hypersensitive.
If you're not exposed to things, or you don't even know what theater is. I always use my dad as an example, okay? I wrote an entire paper about this in college. Literally called, Relax People, It's Just Theater, because I was in school with a lot of high-strung theater types. If you put Julia Roberts in your show, you're going to get some person who's never gone to see a show go see a piece of theater because Julia Roberts is in it. And I wrote a 10-page paper saying I didn't think there was anything wrong with that.
What is wrong
if it's going to expose, because people think the celebrity aspect or they think it's stupid.
I don't think so, because it makes people like me who never
But something like the Cher show exists. It's going to get someone to go see a Broadway show. I'm all for it. And frankly, if it's all Cher music, honey, you think I'm not going to be dancing in the aisles? Anyway, my point is, we can delve into that later on a theater podcast. But that's what a jukebox musical is. And I think that he should go see the Cher show.
Well, but I want to see Wicked so bad. When I saw Wicked, I didn't have a full appreciation for it. And so I feel like I really need to redeem myself. I can't do anymore, y'all. I can't.
Me neither.
I wouldn't have a full appreciation for it. We have to be careful when we seal these back.
I'm going to finish mine.
There, it's fine. What was I saying? I want a dessert, but I'm so full.
You want people to tell you what to do in New York City.
The fortune cookies. Oh, but I really want to go see Wicked. I feel like I didn't appreciate it the first go round. I love it. And since then, I have listened to the soundtrack at least 6,000 million times.
You're not supposed to take your own.
What
is this beautiful? Oh my gosh. A compass rose. I'm going to say in bed. You will gain a very important ability in bed.
Oh.
Honey, I thought I already wrote the book on
I'll
that.
say in the bathroom. Your financial outlook is excellent.
In the bathroom.
The bathroom?
In the bathroom.
Speaking of Nebraska.
I mean, what should he go do in New York? I didn't have any great recommendations for him.
The only thing
besides go see a Broadway show.
The only thing that's on my agenda is Daiso Japan.
What's that?
It's a store. It's like the Japanese Dollar Tree.
Is that in Chinatown?
No, it's like a big fancy store.
Go to the M&M store for me and buy me a Miss Brown.
A keychain?
She's my favorite.
Is yours still on there? Or did you?
No, I finally took her away. I have had Miss Brown, the M&M, on my keychain since 2014 because I met Vanessa Williams in New York City. She's the voice of Miss Brown. It's a whole big other story. I'll open up my own video. We can talk about it.
He's also said that for years. I'm just going to do my own channel. He never will.
What am I supposed to talk about? You would all get bored with me like every man in my life.
They would not. They don't get bored with me.
What more can I talk about besides, like, I think my thing is about it is I just feel like I can't sit and just rant. I can talk back and forth.
Oh, on your own?
And chime in, but
it's weird.
People say they're like, you're an amazing conversationalist, but that's not the same as looking at this camera and being like, you know what really pisses me off?
Here, give me that.
Like, would you turn it off if you saw this face saying that? What makes you mad, Tony?
It is weird.
There wasn't a sale at Burger King?
It is weird at first having like a conversation with yourself, but it does get easier over time.
I remember when you first introduced me to them and like the whole concept is you're supposed to be like...
You're like,
No, is this, how's your day?
Quiet.
And they just look at you. Didn't somebody say that like I talk too much for what the mukbangs are? Or has the concept of a mukbang changed?
Well, also when I've tried to have people on here, they're like, hi.
Ow.
And they get like, just die. Who are you? What's her face?
Later.
On the skis? Natasha?
That's terrible.
What's her name? Natasha
Richardson. No.
That's the
I ain't got a bucket full of sunshine. Speaking of folks, anybody watching
Irish.
Anybody watching the new Hills reboot tonight?
Anybody watching?
No LC? Not for me.
Anybody watching Big Little Lies season 2? Anybody watching Euphoria? Anybody
Folks.
Any McSteamy fans? We're not gonna get too deep.
Is anybody watching Euphoria on HBO?
This is a family channel, and we're not gonna get too deep into that. Suffice. Whoa.
Yeah.
That sounds like something I would say to Nene.
Yo. I watched it today. You were at work. I was like, pulled my coffee up, and I was watching like this.
Now it's 1 episode per week. Was it the same? Was there any more of those scenes that I made you? Was there any more scenes that you made me watch again? I may have to watch it.
It's just very intriguing. Folks, not to get too deep into this, but I'm 31 years old. Believe it or not, look at this skin. And I start to feel like I don't understand younger people anymore. Like, I actually think I'm getting to that point where it's like I don't grasp the way they see things. And I'm like, Tony, you are still considered young, I think. If I died tomorrow, I would say such a young 31-year-old man. But,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I cut y'all off.
But isn't that odd? I just feel like this show represents high school. It makes me want to take my baby niece and lock her in a room and never let her out. Because if she has to go, and she's not in high school for another 13 years.
I will say.
Or so, 12 years, and I can't even imagine what she will go through. Thank God that I did not have Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook.
Saying.
I did not get Facebook. When I joined Facebook, you got it with a college email address.
I feel like it was easier for us growing up in high school because we
still had the same things. Everyone essentially goes through the same problems in high school.
Well,
yes.
Sure, but
however,
nothing
I said in high school could have been recorded in class and
there were
shown to 10 other people.
Whoa.
Like, oh shoot.
There were no cyber bullies when we went to high school, and there were no Snapchat and no stuff that could just ruin you, and people were just, that's
the whole point. That's what this show's about. It's showing literally the main character is played by Zendaya, who I don't care either way about her, because again, I'm 31 years old. I barely know who she is. She was born, right, exactly. That's about as much as I knew who she was. She was born on September 13th, 2001. So literally, she is a post 9/11 kid.
Baby.
And what has that done to these people, like, growing up like that? You know,
from a technology standpoint.
Technologically, yeah. That's most of, I think, where we all differ.
And how we are so... You were saying this yesterday, which I think is really a good point for that age
it's about
group.
To start raining.
They don't...
understand anything except a screen.
No, well that, but they don't... Nothing to them is off limits and nothing is extreme.
Nothing's consequential.
They just scroll.
Nothing has consequence because,
they just don't care.
You move on to something else. Like, you can't get them to sit and watch a movie in their house.
No.
Why would they care?
Of course, I am bad to be like, I need to take a social media break and scroll for a minute. If it's a
I'm
movie
not that bad
bores
either.
me.
Right, it happened to me today. I went about 45 minutes and then I was on it the rest of the movie. I'm not one to talk, but our generation still has a little bit of a sense of what it was like to not have these.
Agreed.
Is this getting a little too deep and dark? We'll be right back.
Agreed.
So what? Who cares?
Cut
so
it.
what?
Cut
so
it.
what? Hot topics. Speaking of The View, I don't know. So that's an interesting show. Watch it. Chime in. I'm very intrigued.
Okay, let me just quickly
Big Little Lies.
Big Little Lies, super into. I think it's great. Handmaid's Tale, I'm on season 3. I'm completely over
Meryl
it.
Streep.
Big Little Lies, Meryl Streep, yes. Wentworth is going downhill, in my opinion. If you're a Wentworth fan, I've talked about it before.
I've not ever watched it.
It's an Australian prison show.
Where are we going?
It was really good. Home.
Is there a Baskin Robbins? Are you sure there's one?
Did you want TCBY?
Not really. I'm a little...
There's no Baskin Robbins here.
A little full. It's already 7 o'clock. Gotta hit the road back to my homestead.
He's gotta go to Pigeon
Back
Forge.
to the land of long lines.
And then I've got to call people back about houses.
But I came up just to watch Big... Oh, this is the first time I've been up here in like 3 months.
And to get his birthday present.
People get busy.
People do get busy.
But I said, let's watch Big Little Lies. It's great, folks. Still, in my mind, I'm like, we didn't really need a second season. But hell, I'm going to watch it, and the women are fabulous.
And it's not boring in the slightest.
No, it's hysterical this season.
It is more funny. Jenny Feather said she thinks it's more dramatic this season. I don't
think it's more dramatic at all. Last season was heavy. So much so that I saw a tweet today, if anyone's watched it, no spoilers, but Nicole Kidman's storyline is extremely heavy in season 1. And I saw a tweet today that was like, I almost feel like they're giving Nicole Kidman the shaft this year because they don't have enough room to squeeze in all the stuff she's dealing with.
Right.
You know, it's
well,
more...
and
Reese is getting a lot more to do. Zoe Kravitz is getting a lot more to do.
Nicole Kidman's never going to be able to do comedy.
Not really. Let's be honest.
She just can't.
Well, they say that about Meryl, though, and Meryl's got a few plum gems.
Meryl, I think,
Death Becomes Her.
Oh.
Come on. She-Devil. Nobody talks about that one.
What else?
Have you ever even seen that one?
Is that with Roseanne and
That's the one movie Roseanne ever made.
Poor Meryl. How did she get talked into that?
You know, I think there needs to be a podcast somewhere about what went into... What isn't it literally called? How did this get made?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's one... Folks, tag them in this. Tag them in this. I want to know... I'm asking you, how did this get made? If you ever see this, which you probably won't. How did the movie She-Devil get made? That is a really good one.
Well, that was when Roseanne was in her
It's got to have been a product of its time.
Yes.
Roseanne's the #1 show in America. Meryl Streep is the #1 actress whose career was a little quieter at the time.
How could it go wrong?
How could it go wrong? And folks, it did. Although, I love it. I'll put it on. I remember one time I had pneumonia, and I was like, half dead, 104 fever. I've got the remote.
Now, Death Becomes Her.
And I put on She-Devil, and I was like, well, if I'm dead, this is the way to go. And it was...
Death Becomes Her is
Death Becomes Her is a classic.
Good.
But that's Goldie Hawn, too. Like, let's not forget. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, that is me, Meryl Streep, sitting in my apartment alone, eating frosting out of a can.
That's Goldie Hawn. That's Goldie Hawn.
But that's me, folks.
Me too. Do you remember where we parked the car? See, this is what we always end up doing. This is why people like our little rushes down movie conversations. Yes. Speaking of Goldie Hawn, I just watched First Wives Club, which is just the most fabulous movie. What is wrong? Which car? The one in front of us?
That one had all 4 flat tires.
Oh, my worst fear.
That is my worst.
Tell them what I do every time I get out of a car.
Are my tires low?
And I go and I push.
They usually... but
half the time they are.
Right, and I'm the eternal optimist. Like that one time I was like, your car's fine. You're like, Tyler, it's literally leaking gas.
Oh my God.
And I was like, it's fine.
The night before we were going to drive 900 miles.
Because I wanted to go somewhere. I think I wanted to go to McKay's.
To McKay's, and you did.
I was like, it's fine.
You left me alone.
At the place.
This is the scene in Beaches when Barbara Hershey's having the baby, and Bette Midler's like, She goes, I can't believe you left me here to have this baby by myself. And she's like, I told you. I was at the nail salon. He stole my purse.
That's why I think I am CC.
Sometimes just the selfish.
Right.
No, you wanted to go to McKay's, the comic books, the bookstore.
The used movie
My
store.
car
Here's the
burst
problem.
a gas line and was leaking gas. It was going bloop, 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 like this. Do you remember my face?
Terrible.
Tell that story again.
Well, I don't remember it, but I left.
Remember how I was when I came in?
I was like, I'll come
you
back
knew
and get
something
you.
was wrong.
I was like, I'll come back and get you. But, folks, the problem is when Tyler Ramey, I've told people this all the time and nobody ever understands it.
Oh, it's going to start raining.
It's going to rain. Whenever I get something in my head, it's over. So, like, I had it in my head that I wanted to go there. Now, granted, that's me not being willing and not being flexible. But when I get something in my head, it's over with. Like, I have to, it's hard for me for plans to change. It's the OCD person in me. I like routine. I like normalcy. I like doing, you know what I mean? It's hard for me to, but again, I'm just selfish.
This is,
I admit it.
It was terrible. My car.
I didn't think it was that big of a deal though, truly.
Yeah, but we never would have been able to get, it would have.
He said it wouldn't have made it.
It would have cost $100.
Because like the next day we went to New England in that car, right?
Well, it would, I think they had literally clipped my gas line with like one of those, you know.
He was like, it's gone from a full tank of gas to a quarter in 30 minutes. I'm like, that's probably fine.
Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Oh, that was so bad. I was like, just find us a place.
It's gonna rain. We gotta wrap this up.
I know,
folks.
it is about to pour. Dorothy!
This has been 30 minutes, so have you enjoyed yourself?
Are you gonna cut it down a little bit?
Nah, I just let it.
Let me know how those comments go. If you like,
it be real organic.
If you like, hi, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Who am I being?
I don't know. Trisha Paytas?
Jeffree Star.
Oh, does he do that?
Maybe I'm the Nathan, and you're the Jeffree Star.
I don't even know what that means. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, notify you when I upload videos. Don't forget to connect with me in the social media below.
You can find me too. Just
if
you add me though, folks, please note, also because of where I work, I get a lot of different friend requests, so I don't really ever look, so don't ever take it personally if I don't pay attention.
You can message him.
Yeah, and I do, you know.
Then he'll know you're from YouTube.
I do my best.
I gotta shave my beard. Okay, I love you and I mean it.
Look at this. It's curling.
Bye.
Bye.